Okay, this would be Kitchen Science Class Number 2, the production of oatmeal for two. And they use again the Biggest Loser scales. This time we put the saucepan on it, and we are ready to make 0. So we have a place to start measuring things. And this part that doesn't weigh anything but needs to go in first is 5 shakes of salt. Of course, if you want less, then that's tough luck, because I've always put in 5. But then the very next thing, important to do it in the right order, is to put in oatmeal. And the magic of this recipe is that you get minimum of effort and the consistency of product. I'm measuring in, for 2 people, my wife and I usually put in a total of 4 ounces of oatmeal, 4.0. And then we wrap it up and put it away, taking all the extra air out of it. Putting a clip on it. And then we take the famous counter water that has the chlorine removed because it's been sitting on the counter for 3 or 4 days. And first of all, we find that there's this pile of oatmeal on the bottom, and that's no good. It has to be shaken out flat, because when you put in the water, then the correct amount of water is 7 ounces to make 2 people's worth of oatmeal. And you pour it in until 4 plus 7 is 11 on the recorder device here, and we've got it up to 7.0 ounces. And I managed to stop at 7, but here we go. That's what it looks like when you've got 7 ounces of water and 4 ounces of oatmeal. Shake it around so that you got all the oatmeal wetted. Don't have to stir it at all. Put it onto a medium burner, and we're pretty close to turning on the heat. But first of all, we turn on the timer. For the first stage is 2 minutes on 4, and it's putting the front burner on 4. And very important to put the lid on, because you don't want to lose extra heat. And it keeps solid moisture in there so it doesn't burn. And that's a key part of the magic. You don't have any stirring to do. You don't have any extra energy put in. Don't have to worry about how long it's going to take or how much it is, or whether you got the right amount of water and the right amount of oatmeal. It's all happening exactly as it always happens, and it's going to be the right amount of oatmeal and the right consistency and the least amount of effort. And if you're not trying to shoot a motion picture about it, then it's even something you do without even thinking too much about it. But the magic is the measuring. Of course, lots of people like to eyeball, but eyeballing just doesn't normally get you what you're looking for in terms of quantity and consistency. And this thing shows us that we have more than 1 minute worth of time to wait before the next stage happens. And now we're down to 58 seconds of time. And we'll get this part edited out because it's taking a little bit too long. And actually, the second stage I can tell you about just that it's basically going to get its initial heating fairly efficiently. At 4, it covers the flame on the whole bottom of the thing, and it gets warmed up to basically almost boiling point, cooking temperature, within exactly 2 minutes. And then, of course, when this goes off, the buzzer is going to alert us to when this next step happens. We at that point we just we'll be turning it down to 2, and we'll be turning the timer back over to 3 more minutes of simmering, just barely enough to keep the cooking going until the end product is exactly the right amount and the right amount of cookedness. And nothing can possibly burn because we are measuring out exactly how much heat we're putting in. Now it goes off, turn the timer off, and set it again for 3 minutes. And then we turn the temperature down from 4 to 2. And of course, your gas or electric stove has to be calibrated to work for exactly the mix that you need. And you may want a little more oatmeal than we usually have, but we, need only so much as we need, because if we have too much, then we get fat, and if we have too little, we get hungry. But this makes exactly the right amount, and when the buzzer goes off again, I take the lid off and I serve it, and when my wife and I split it, then I take 60% and she takes 40% because she's a smaller person. And we each get what we need. And then we usually put nuts on it and fruit, and then we zap it in the microwave so that everything, including the milk for me, gets up to proper temperature. And for Phyllis, she likes to have her hot cereal a little bit on the cold side, so she doesn't zap the milk. She just has the hot cereal with cold milk and puts the stuff on it, and I don't know why she does it that way, but we all have our little quirkiness. this is how you make oatmeal. And, we can wait another 2 minutes, or we can just stop it now.
Ha ha ha.